You'll get better. Ooh, soon you'll get better. Ooh, you'll get better soon.
Is this Agent Robert? You know who I mean.
How are you?
I'm just fine considering I'm in the hospital.
Okay, is there anything you want to tell anybody?
Yeah, I'm getting world-class care at the Mayo Clinic. The employees are out of this world. The diagnostic machines, to me, are incredible. And I'm getting very good care. And, I'm very happy here.
That's good. Did you want to tell anybody any of the problems that are being dealt with?
Well, one thing they found, and you might have to help me with this, what was that thing they found in my lung?
They found a blood clot in your lung.
Yes. And so they did a bunch of blood work today to see if I have any more clots, which I don't. And they've also had me hooked up to an IV, and I'll stay hooked up to it overnight. And what that's doing, it's administering blood thinner to me. And before they started the drip IV for the blood thinner, they did a CAT scan on my head to make sure I didn't have any bleeding in my brain or skull, because then that would not be good to have blood thinner in the mix.
Yeah. So, how you feeling though overall? How you feeling?
Oh, I feel, this is going to be hard for some people to believe. But Paula, I feel better laying here in the hospital tonight than I did laying in my own bed last night.
There you go. I'm glad you finally went in. I'm glad you.
Well, a lot of people were pushing me, and you were one,
Yeah.
and Phil, and Scott, and Heidi, and KP.
Yeah.
And finally, I just had to throw the towel in and say, okay, I quit. I can't beat all these people. I guess I'll put my tail between my legs and go to the hospital.
Yeah, I'm glad you went, Field.
Oh, I am too.
Yeah. So, Scott was saying that that everybody will know more tomorrow. There's lab results and stuff that still need to come back, and if there's any other problems, they'll figure it out while you're there. So.
Yeah, tomorrow is going to be a long day.
Yeah.
And today was sort of a long day, but
Yeah.
it's hard to express how professional the care is here.
Yeah, I'm really glad that you're impressed with the care, because
I am too.
It took a village to get you there.
Yeah, I know.
And we love you, all of us. So, very glad you're there. I also heard, if you don't mind me mentioning, that the doctors mentioned that when you had that fall, you had actually broken your ribs.
Both rib cages, left and right. In 2 different falls, I broke 2 sets of ribs.
Yeah. Yeah. So you've had a rough time there, Field.
What's up?
You've had a rough time.
Yeah, well, if I ever think I'm having a rough time, I just think about Jesus hanging on the cross.
Yeah.
Or even enlisted Army and Marines away from home doing battle with people that have done nothing to harm them.
Yeah. Well, you're in there for a reason, and I don't think that God is done with you yet. So I'm just very grateful that you're getting the help that you need. There's been a lot of, all your listeners have been very concerned for you. You've seen it in the messages, right?
I haven't seen messages since the Sunday night radio show.
Yeah. So I haven't put anything out yet. I wanted to talk to you first. So this is the message I'm putting out for everybody, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And you know I love you. You know we all love you.
So, there's a lot of love in our group, and it's the appropriate type of love, not the cheap stuff.
Yeah. And Tracy's super relieved too. She's been calling me regularly, asking how you are, and she's so glad that you finally made it to the hospital, because she's another one that's been pushing you to go to the hospital. So,
Well, here's a message for all of the people that pushed me to go to the hospital. You were all right. I was wrong, and I regret delaying for so long because I got hurt a couple times while I was waiting.
yeah.
But, you can teach an old dog new tricks. And so here I sit in a Mayo Clinic hospital being cared for very well.
That's good. Very glad for you.
Can you keep a secret?
Sure.
I'm wearing disposable adult underwear.
Are they net?
Nope.
Are they net
Yep,
underwear?
nope. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's like Depends. It's not Depends, I don't think, but it's something like that.
Yeah.
And I just hope you won't broadcast that.
Too late, Field. Too late.
Oh, okay. Well, good.
Oh, I'm so glad you still have your sense of humor while you're in the hospital. But so you're on the mend, and that's good. And so far it seems like everything is being handled accordingly, and that you're going to walk out of there just fine. So,
well, I hope so. I'm going to get a lot of work done tomorrow.
yeah.
And then I might, I'm pretty sure I'll be in the hospital tomorrow night too.
Yeah.
But then I'm hoping to get out of here Friday.
That'll be good. That'll be good. But yeah,
No.
I'm glad you're in there, and you have no issues now going in for follow-up visits, right?
No, none whatsoever.
Okay.
These people are so professional. I'd like to, be around them.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. So, yeah, I just wanted to get the message out for your followers, and let them know that you're okay, and that you're right where you need to be, and you're being looked after very well.
Oh, let me tell you something that'll blow your mind. Are you ready?
Yeah.
The day I got arrested, November 4th of 2019, the Pierce County Sheriff's Office, pardon the gun, Pierce County Sheriff's Office said I weighed 231, okay?
Uh-huh.
Today I weigh 140.
Oh, my goodness.
No, no kidding.
Yeah. Well, you haven't had an appetite, Field. And with a blood clot, with a blood clot in your lungs, it certainly explains a lot, don't you think?
I don't know. What's the significance of a blood clot in my lungs?
Well, reduced energy, probably making you feel sick. I haven't looked it all up yet, but Scott and I were talking about it today, and it would certainly make a lot of sense why you haven't felt well.
Scott and who were talking about it?
Myself, Scott and myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and we'll wait and see, because I'm sure all your lab work isn't back yet, and you've got more tests to be done, and let's see what else comes up. But I'm glad you're on the mend, and I'm glad you're in the hospital finally, Field. We've been worried about
Well, it had to happen.
Yeah.
I think I told you that Thursday night of last week, which is just 6 days ago,
Yeah.
I was really getting close to losing interest in pursuing this.
Yeah. Well, you know, when you feel like shit all the time, that tends to happen, right?
Well, in my case, yes.
Yeah.
But in regards to that, when the Mayo Clinic talks about full spectrum care, I had a not a psychiatrist, but a psychiatric leaning medical professional come in and talk to me today, and she asked me if I would object to taking any depressant drugs, and I said, "Well, why would I take those?" And she said, "They will restore your appetite." I said, "Is there any downside?" And I think there is, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But she said, "No, it'll take 4 to 6 weeks, but your appetite will be restored." I said, "Well, if they can restore my appetite, I'll sign up for anything."
That's good. And it doesn't have to be permanent either. You remember, like, a lot of these type of drugs are that they're meant to bridge people over until things
okay.
get back to normal. It doesn't mean that you have to be on an antidepressant forever
No.
to restore your appetite. I mean, once you're feeling better and your appetite gets back, and I believe once you're back on your radio show, you're going to be just fine and you'll be able to wean off of those. So nothing has to be permanent in that line of medicine, right? So unless you want it to be, it's up to you, right?
Yeah. No, I want to get off all medicine. I mean, I'm not on any medicine or any drugs right now, and I haven't been.
Yeah.
But I think they might be giving me vitamin B12 tablets tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, I think they gave me one tonight.
Yeah, that'll give you energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know you're on heparin because Scott told me that's the blood thinner. So hopefully they'll have that sorted by tomorrow, the blood clot.
Yeah, okay. Well, Scott's coming up again tomorrow. Do you know anything about that?
Yes, he is. He said either him or Heidi will be there tomorrow evening. He said, or tomorrow. He says he's supposed to work tomorrow night, he said. So I think he's planning on coming up during the day. If not, he said, irregardless of his and Heidi's work schedules, one of them will be there tomorrow.
Well, that's awfully nice.
Yeah. And he says it's only about half an hour from his place, so it's not that far, and it's not out of his way. So.
Oh.
Yeah. Everybody cares about you, so.
Everybody's heard about me, or
everybody cares about you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Scott and Heidi really care about you.
Well, that's evident.
Yeah, they really do. And Heidi messaged me this morning and said, yeah, he's on his way. And then Scott called me this afternoon and said, okay, this is what happened, blah, 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 and everything that we've just talked about. So, yeah. So I just wanted to get this out for your audience. So why don't we cut this part out and I will give them an update tomorrow, and I'm going to turn the recording off.
Okay.
And then you and I can continue a conversation if you like. So is there anything you want to say to everybody?
Well, your prayers and love have brought many tears to my eyes. At the same time, they bring a smile to my lips.
Amen. That's beautiful. So, yeah, you have a lot of support out there. So, on that note, I'm going to say good night to everybody. I'll keep you updated when I talk to Field again tomorrow. We'll put out another message, either with Field or by myself. And until then, good night and God bless everybody.
Good night. God bless everybody.